Blessed with the power of the echo and driven to put down primals, despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find a passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped their notice until now. Surely we would have heard the rumors and attempted to recruit them for our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and it would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-state for promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papalima found Melicity. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal, speaking of which I had the distinct impression that was not the first time the band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe the band of preternaturally gifted adventurer has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. Are they maybe from like an alternative timeline or something? Because they've been like going through the life flow. Well, Thancred went through the life flow. Maybe it spit out these guys also? For the present, we must need concentrate on what we do know, namely the Lord Ravan is no more, which I'm very grateful for. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Aymric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of his colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Melicity. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Yeah, nobody pretty much escaped with me. It was me and the kid and the Lalafell. Like, and the secretary. It was... yeah. There we go. Vidofnir, hello. We have dealt with the what thing. Kinda. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seeketh the night, know that she hath long since departed for Isgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who has been summoned by the Gnat, has again been laid low. Truly, once more your mortal have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Gnat will have no choice but to withdraw. But another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Isgardian invitation? As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved, who gave her life to force a peace thy kin betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Isgard came unto me. For want of worms she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one conviction, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Aymric's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Isgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. That's really good. It's happening, Isale. Would that you were here to see it. I wish so too. The peace he fought for so long. It is raining.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
No, you better not be touching Sir Aymeric. No. I like that guy. You've taken enough people.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Aymeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Oh, shit.
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of Foundation with the tyrant's blood.
He better not be dead.
Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
They have to really stop killing the characters I like. I don't appreciate it. Yeah, we have to go to Foundation immediately and check on Sir Aymeric. Please don't kill him. I really like him. They've already taken Orsifant, which I really like too. So they can't just take all the nice people I like in this expansion pack and kill them off. That is not fair. He's probably fine. He looked alive and there was no dramatic music or anything, so he's probably just injured. Fortunately, the journey afforded us ample time to brief Thancred on recent events. So you slew a handful of primals, chatted with the Emperor of Garlemald, uncovered the truth behind the 1,000-year war, thwarted a megalomaniac archbishop's ambition, and then rode home on the back of a father of dragons. Does that about sum it up? Yep. That was a lot of things that happened in Heavensward. That was one hell of a journey. Right, let us not keep Sir Aymeric waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well, forgive me. You've given me rather a lot to digest, this whole affair with the Asgardians and the Travanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. It would seem there is no end to our troubles. We can put a face to them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted task and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papalimo and Menphilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wished that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphant moments. Despite our recent accomplishment, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will, so then, to the congregation. Why is he wearing... When Thancred showed up in the original video, in the flashback scene, he did not seem to have any damage to his eyes, but now he's wearing a whole eye covering. I'm gonna have to try to get closer to his face to see if he's missing an eye, or if it has changed color or something. Oh, Lucy is there, but is Thancred here? I guess not. Oh, Hilda. Oh, good you're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. Uh-huh. I saw. You have returned, in this at least, the face are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Aymeric's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, stabbing off a knife to the gut. Oh, what? What happened? Will he live? The surgeon tells me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Arthurel not been there on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For mercy they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, building all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. It's plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Yeah? Then let us be about it. We need to... They are actively putting the city on fire. We need to do something about that. That is not good. Tancred was here. I was going to try to see his face. The flames are spreading. We must begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspect must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise location where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it's best to divide our forces. Master Alfino and Mistress Istola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in foundation. Alright, so I go to the pillars. As you wish, mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Malicity and me go to the pillars. Oh, they like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Thengrid of the Sign of the Seven Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you, too, my lady. I bet the name is Hilda, a Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That's all. Alright, so the 3 of us are going up to the pillars. Shouldn't Hilda, though, be going to the Broom, because he knows that area better than the rest of us? While we could be shifting through charred rubble and questioning random passers-by, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. I, the infamous Lord... Oh, Lord Emmy. Lover of women and wine, though neither cared for him that much. They say you could gossip for Isgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Malicity. He'll be at the Crozier most likely, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Yeah, he's probably gonna want to be visible. Grizzled I will accept, but old. Oh, don't worry, Thancred. You're not old. You're still cute. Right, Emmy. Oh, alright. Hello. Ah, Mr. Small, I fear Lord Emmy has once more strayed from the path. As has so often been the case, his renewed enthusiasm for martial training gave way to frustration and disinterest at the first sign of difficulty. Oh, yeah, he's that kind of person. Well, if it isn't Malicity, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old girl? I am gonna beat you with a stick if you keep on calling me old. Ah, yes, the arson. Dreadful business that, and awfully curious. Wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower level of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emeric ordered, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old girl, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer a word of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maid. No, Emmy. God, man, there's not the time to be flirting with them. Wait a moment, I know what that is. You've given me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old girl. I will have you know, my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Am I like making a face? Nope. Well, I am still unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intention, I shall gracefully recount my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For a next step, I suggest we divide our effort. While you question the refugees in the Hoplon, Malicity, I shall investigate the location where the fire was set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Oh, you're just massacring Sprite, woman. This is terrible. So where are they? Oh, they're full on in the area in front of the vault. Oh, the elves are so damn tall. Ugh. He looks displeased. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the basilica. Hallowed blessing be upon you, father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Aymeric and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brothers, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, miss? Do I look like a refugee to you? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid in your search, but I have duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. Yep, sure. Right. What about this one? Melee? There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere, and it was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. Oh, God. Oh, this is just a child. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arms didn't get it better after all. Sheesh. Our was one of the first homes to be claimed. I didn't see how the fire began. I was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our back. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we would do. So the church is coming out of this looking pretty good. Which is like good, but also slightly suspicious. But hopefully that's just because the church just feels... I just have trouble with trusting churches in video games. Hello, Hilda. Finished there? Ah, there you are. Anything to share? Yeah, like people definitely setting fires. We will require more than a muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprit. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scene of several of the fires, including one near St. Eremen's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such a ruthlessly efficient arsonist contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions where the targeted was a bastion of the Asgardian orthodoxy. Yeah. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause of wonder. Alfino will doubtless have an opinion. Yeah, it feels... So, they attacked 2 church buildings, and neither is badly harmed. But the church is looking really good from like helping the refugees. Could this be a plot by somebody shady to make the church look better? I hope not. That would be so mean. Oh, there they are. Oh, they have a captive? Why do you have a captive? And a person just chilling there behind the boxes, okay? You don't want to talk to me? You should have seen the way Alfino tackled him. Good, now that you're here, we can proceed with the interrogation. Why? Do I bring something special? Maybe I'm supposed to torture him? Or heal him for the torture? Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Melicity, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained the suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fire broke out. We wished to have a word. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You got the wrong man! But you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands an occupational hazard, I suppose? But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me! Aye, that you are after fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these Hypern types, they rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you a rabbit and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks! He's the one who told me to keep going! Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in Fairy's work. He said I had left it behind, tried to with all my heart, said my prayers every day like a good man. But he came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. I'm not gonna say anything about that. That was incredible, Thengred. How did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before. A troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it was worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. True. Thank you, Thengred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have last confirmed that the arson were orchestrated by a person or person of influence. I think it's best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. So, the church is behind it, isn't it? I think the church is behind it. Church is being... Tatter, are you just gonna stand there, honey? Hey! I think the 12 of you returned to us, but what happened to your old outfit? I don't know. What? Oh, she's looking at Thancred. I thought she was talking to me. I was like, oh, like I don't know. I change my clothes a lot. Ah, yes, about that. You, Thancred, have fun explaining that to Tatru. So yeah, I think the church, or somebody within the church, is not happy with the changes that are happening now. I mean, we saw the guy before, when the beggars came talking about like the Dravanians and everything, and the church guy just told them like, no, don't think about that nonsense being said, basically. So maybe they are going with the idea of like trying to still keep things secret. The temple knights are interrogating the arsonist as we speak. God's willing, we shall have more information ere long. Poor man. If we could be determined the motive behind these fires. Bit of a gamble, ain't he? Fine by me, so long as his luck don't run out. He's fine. Like, Thancred is lovely. One of my best friends in this game, so, you know, be nice to him. On behalf of the Holy See of Isgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon my intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Arturel. Yeah, Artie. Their names, their brothers have terrible names. Are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Emmerich in the chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring his salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. Yeah, try to explain that to your brother, who is mostly thinking about if he can't flirt with the girls who have lost their homes. Like a massive creep. My lord, Artie did not seem to be in the best of spirits. It's a little wonder, Master Alpha know. His father is widely slandered and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Yeah.